Oh, we have to find a winner, don't we?
I guess so.
Yeah. Now then, Jenny G, what caller were we looking for?
25.
Cool. Hi, it's Oz World Radio. Hi, hello. Who is this on the phone?
Daniel,
Hey, Daniel, where are you calling us from?
Blaine, Minnesota.
Daniel, you're the correct caller.
Daniel. All right.
Now, Daniel, old buddy, old pal, we're going to lead in with that Scatman John song, and then you got to finish the rest, okay?
Okay.
Here you go.
Let me sing it to you. Hallelujah. Everybody party down in Louisiana.
Okay.
It is Come and Take a Ride with Me.
Oh, I tell you what, think of the notes as you're doing it, too, and give it to us one more time. I think you got it, man. Sing like the Scatman.
Just come and take a ride with me.
Let's check with our judges, ladies and gentlemen. He just comes in under that 2-word limit. Woo, Daniel. Hey, Erin, what does Daniel win?
Well, from MGM Home Entertainment, you will receive Babes in Toyland, the animated video, and from Kenner, take home a Beast Wars transforming creature, and autograph goodies from our guest, Scatman John.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Daniel, hang on the line. But right now in Blaine, Minnesota, and all over the world, what's the station playing the music you want to hear? Brucey B is in the house.
He's down with us. Jenny G is in the house.
And she's down with us.
Erin O is in the house.
And she's down with us. And Scatman John is in the house.
And he's down with us.
Millions of albums around the world carry the Scatman name. So boys and girls and ladies and gents, let's turn the mics on for the one, the only Scatman John.
Hollywood Live. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Scatman John.
Hiya.
Oh.
Happy holiday.
Oh, can you believe
it's
it?
the season, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah, it certainly is the season. Everybody putting up the decorations and things are looking
Yeah.
great. And parts of the country actually have snow. That's what we are told.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold over in the East Coast. It's cold in the Baltic countries. I just got back from the Baltic countries. Cold, man, snow up to your waist. Oh, my God.
He was Cold Man John.
That was Cold Man John there, boy. It was something else.
What were you doing over there?
I was on a concert tour playing for those kids. Oh, those kids are beautiful. It's always a gas to go to those kinds of countries because they need good music there. I played a concert tour there, and I played one hall. I think it was the Lithuania concert hall or something. And it was like, yeah, it was like 8,000 screaming kids. They were so glad to see me.
Isn't
It's
that
all
cool?
about kids, huh, man?
Yeah.
It's all about kids.
Isn't it the truth?
Sure.
May we all be kids forever.
Oh, I hope
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Listen to you guys.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Scatman, you're talking about, we have several lists here. Overseas Top 40, the United Kingdom Top 40, some of these from various years and whatever. Look at this, the Latvian Top 50 of 1995.
Latvian.
Yeah, can you believe it? And Scatman's World was at number 4 for the whole year.
For the year, it was?
For the entire year.
Oh, I gotta tell you, it's an honor to play in those countries. As I told you earlier, I think they're coming out of the dark ages, Yeah, they're coming out of a time when there was communism and all the voodoo and I think they're really trying now. They're trying to come alive and be happy and all that.
Well, there's all these new things they get to try.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Scatman John's one of them, and we're going to be right back with a little 2-hour national radio show we call Hollywood Live. The Scatman's in the house. We'll be back on Oz. Hollywood Live. That's what it is. Scatman John's in the house.
There I go again. Oh, God. I'm in trouble already.
How do you do that?
I don't know, Bruce. I just put out my tongue and I go Scooby Dabba and Gigi Gabobo and it just comes out.
Hey, Scatman, I'm going to read a line here from the L.A. Times, 1990, and it's a quote from you. It says, "Stuttering has paid off." Let's see, and then it says, "Scatman John lets loose with a series of syllables, Scooby-Doo-wop, doo-wah, etc., etc." Stuttering. You're a stutterer.
Wonderful topic. I am a person who stutters. Sometimes I try to talk fast to cover it up, but I got to tell you the truth. I am Scatman because I stutter. My greatest problem has now turned out to be my greatest asset because I get to talk to kids all over the world who have problems speaking. I've gotten to start a foundation for people who stutter, and it's been wonderful. I got to tell you, I was chased by stuttering all my life. I was so afraid to go on radio and on television and on the air because people are going to find out I stutter. Oh, voodoo. As soon as I gave up and I said, I am just going to go ahead and stutter. Everybody's got problems. So what? It got so much easier. I felt like 200 pounds was taken off my back, you know, so it's been good.
Well, in one of your songs, it might have been actually the Scatman, where everybody stutters one way or the other, so check out my message to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I composed the text to that song, I turned to my wife and I said, honey, how am I going to do it? How am I going to go on television and stutter?
Yeah.
She says, talk about it. And I says, well, okay. I wrote all of the text to the first single, all about stuttering, and it turned out to be a number one hit all over the world. And I think it's because kids need to hear that.
Sure.
I think the kids need to know we've all got problems, and there isn't any point in hiding them anymore. So, yeah.
Tell us about the foundation. You just mentioned that briefly.
Yes, I started a foundation called the Scatland Foundation to serve the worldwide needs of people who stutter. Believe it or not, there are 50 million of us.
That's a lot of people.
And our aim is to create self-help groups in Pakistan, in India, in the Baltic countries, and we're trying to get all of the kids who have speech problems to come out of hiding, to not be alone anymore. So what the organization is trying to do is to create positiveness for people who stutter. Sure. And I could go on and on, but essentially it's to try to help.
How about this?
Difference, yeah.
Is there a number, a website, something people can dial up and get more info, something like that?
Oh my goodness, I should have brought it with me. I don't have it. It's on the website. If you look under Yahoo and call up the Scatland Foundation, it'll pop up for you.
You know, I think probably that'll work too for a lot of the other, Netscape and AOL NetFind. A lot of the search engines will probably bring that up. Well, that's cool.
It's cool, man.
Yeah. You actually do have a website of your own, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I've come to find there's about 7 of them now. There's 7 of them. France has one. England has one. I also have one. There's been 2 websites. One created by a guy named Simon Krasinski. And,
that name sounds familiar. In fact, we're going to play something here in a while. I want to get to some of your songs first.
Oh, cool, man.
But there's actually, you can find Scatman songs on the web that people have taken the time, they call them MIDI files in this case, but people have taken the time to re-record your songs and stick them, with little Casio keyboards in there, dinking and clicking in the background. It's pretty funny.
I love it.
Yeah, so we've got one of those coming up. Well, Scatman, now we've got a third album to talk about. I know we're going to have to take a break here in a little bit, but you're actually working on album number 3.
Album number 3, yes, indeed.
Ooh, tell
It's
us.
a powerhouse, too.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is that the name of the album is going to be Journey of Fantasy.
Journey of Fantasy.
And we're going to incorporate some of the new beats here in America.
Ooh.
They got some I got a kid as an engineer. I got to tell you his story quick.
Yeah, in fact, about 20 seconds. How about this?
all
Can we
right.
get the story right on the other side of this break?
You bet your life.
We'll get the
You
story
bet
of
your
the
life.
kid engineer and album number 3. Scatman John is in the house. We're going to be right back. It's Oz World Radio. You're listening to Hollywood Live.
World Radio.
Hi, I'm Daniela Dietrich from Hang Time, and you're listening to the station playing the music you want to hear. AM 830, KTLS, Orange, Los Angeles, Oz World Radio. Hollywood Live.
The Scatman's in the house.
Yo, baby.
Okay, now, the kid, yeah, we got a piano in front of this guy.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen today. But, so the engineer you're talking about for your new album.
Yes. I have a kid who's got the pink hair. He's got the tattoos. He's got the earrings on all ears. He's got earrings coming out of his nose, and he's in Brooklyn. This kid is an absolute genius. He has created a whole new sound for Scatman, and I look forward to putting out the album. It's about one half way complete. I'm going to fly to Germany, I think, in February and complete the other half. Interesting stuff. We're still trying to put out something positive to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, there is, I want the world to be in the solution rather than the problem. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Wasn't Germany, you recorded a lot of your songs there, right?
I first came out in Germany, yeah. Scatman came out in Germany. He went into France, into Austria, into Switzerland, and then he spread into the Baltic countries, and then Asia, then South America, and then the moon.
Everybody come and take a ride with me. Hey, we got to jump into some Scatman's Jammin'. And it's Hollywood Live. We're going to be back with the Scatman on Oz World Radio.
Hey, Louie! Yeah?
Hi, I'm Kevin.
And this is Michelle.
And we're 1,000 Clowns. And if you're looking around all over the town for the hottest action on the radio, this is it. Hollywood Live.
Hollywood Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scatman John!
God, it's good to be here, man.
We just heard everybody jam. Was that really Louis Armstrong in that song?
That was him, and that was him playing the trumpet also.
That solo was actually him.
We were able to take a solo, stretch the solo out, and it fit the chord line perfectly. Oh, I loved making his song.
That's incredible.
Well, he was a powerful influence on my childhood.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of a jazz guy more than...
Yeah, I actually am. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been playing jazz all my life. I'm into Coltrane and Charlie Parker and all those guys.
Man, I bet you 88 keys in front of this guy. Look at this. It's probably just like you can rip off one of those huge, massive, thick jazz chords.
You better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. Scatman John is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Wants to find out who's naughty or nice. Scatman John's coming to town. Shall I carry on? How about a Christmas carol? Would you like to hear a Christmas carol?
We would love it.
Christmas.
Look at this guy.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. And Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. Scuba-dubba-doo. And folks dressed up like Eskimos. Scoop-doo-ba-da-ba-doo. I don't think I'll finish it. Shall I finish? Oh, I love that song so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those standards that has some great chords in it, too.
Oh, it's got great chords. Yeah, right. Yeah.
How did you learn are you a self-taught pianist? How did you learn to play so well?
I stuttered so bad in my childhood, I had to find some other way to talk. I found that I could say it in music.
Oh.
So I learned to play this stuff, in grammar school, and then, chopsticks and all that, and it just grew, and I taught myself chords and harmony and theory, and I went to college, and I capsuled it, and by golly, I became a fairly good jazz piano player. Yeah.
And obviously, you've been playing for a long time. Have you played? Are you a group guy, or is it kind of you're a solo actor?
Oh, I'm a group guy. I got a jazz quintet at home. We play that straight ahead John Coltrane stuff. It isn't for everyone, but can we play? I'll tell you, we have such a great time.
You just heard, ladies and gentlemen, the Scatman performing live. We got to take a little break. Scatman, I hope you can hang with us a while.
You bet your life I can, sir.
Wow, he is Scatman John, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hollywood Live, and we're going to be right back on Oz World Radio.
Hollywood Live.
That's the name of that tune. Scatman John's in the house.
Woo-hoo! Yeah!
Look at this, I'm holding on to now. We mentioned the Latvian airplane, top 50 of 1995. And you were at number 4, Scatman's World. Number 49 for the year was Song of Scatland. Now here, let's see, the Power Sound Top 20 Dance Hits from August 9th, 1995. And this is just, we're going all over the place with the charts here. Scatman John with The Scatman, the first hit at number 5. And let's see, number 4 for the year on the Overseas Top 40 for 1996 was Su 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 Super by Scatman John. Number 17 was Free Free Scat. There's some songs we haven't heard of.
Wow.
Super Kitty. That song was actually a commercial for the Japanese.
A commercial?
It was a cosmetic commercial, yeah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, and they turned it into a top 40 song. I said, okay, cool, man.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Have you done any other, commercials, for other things or whatever?
I just finished an ad for Drug-Free America. That was in correspondence with an organization called MAP. It's Musicians Assistance Program. They collected $2 million from BMG, RCA, Sony, all of these people to help put the kids who got into drug problems touring, to put them into recovery centers. Positive stuff. So it's been great, yeah. I've done a few other ones. I did the Good Humor commercial.
Did you?
I was supposed to act in that, but I was on tour when they called me for it. But,
darn.
I'm the Good Humor man.
Wait a minute. I was assuming a sound-alike covered that. You actually did that.
I don't think it would. No, when did I?
I remember that one where the guy's coming up with his ice cream truck.
Yes, I did do that. That's right. That's right.
On the Good Humor.
I forgot. Too much happened.
Oh, yeah. Now, Scatman, I'm holding on to Everybody Jam, the album here, and it says BMG RCA at the bottom. Everything here is written in Japanese. And, that's kind of the same. There's a lot of German printing on the first album, Scatman's World, or maybe that's actually, that's the first one. What's the deal? How come we can't get your songs in this country?
How long does politics continue? Bruce, I wish I could tell you. There's so much stuff, needless nonsense that doesn't need to be going on in the record business. There are so many great acts that are overlooked, and it's because the music business is not run by musicians. It's run by people that really don't know sometimes.
Sure.
I spent time, to be honest, I was angry for a period because I was Artist of the Year in Asia, and in Europe, and I come here, and it's like they forgot about me. It's like, perfectly cool. I can quit now. I've got all the cash I need, but that isn't the point.
Right.
The point is that I want to put out something positive to kids, and the albums were overlooked. They weren't put out. Now we're going to create. Now we're creating a third album, something positive here with American beats to try to get Scatman out here, because from a personal point of view, I'm not too tied into failure or success. I'm an older man. I know better. All right, but in terms of putting out something positive to people, that's what matters to me. And I understand that there's an underground of people here who are into Scatman, and that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I love being loved by people, man. It's
and you never know where you're going to find it. You know, we were talking about the internet a while back. Here's one of these. Here's one of these mini files. Listen to this thing. We'll be back in a moment on Hollywood Live. Somebody giving their little Casio work out there, man. Now that's one of, you can just dial you up and say, okay, I have this and that song by the Scatman, and here's what I've done with it. And people are so into your music that they're actually, trying to sequence it into their little computers on their keyboards and just fool with it.
Isn't it a thrill? I love it. I appreciate all of it. I heard one that came out of India, and it was like they had sitars on it. It was the cutest thing I ever heard. It was like, yeah. So anyhow.
So the new album, any idea when it comes out?
We're thinking about April. It's about half completed now. Some more good positive stuff. I told you about the kid in Brooklyn who's creating all of these soundtracks. It's funny. Genius can come out anywhere. It can come out in the old, in the young. It's
in your personality, not what color your hair is.
That's right. Soul ain't got no color. You bet.
Yeah.
And so the album's coming out. We're going to see how it does in this country. The second album went platinum in Japan.
Congratulations.
400,000 albums, yeah. And we're doing pretty good here, aren't we?
Yeah,
aren't
buddy.
we? Yeah, we're doing all right here. We're
in fact, we're going to, 5 hits now. We've counted them. Let's see, we were talking about the Scatman, of course, the first song, which actually had sort of an extra piece of the title that I'm not even going to try. Because it was called Scatman, and what's in the parentheses there? It's a bunch of scatting.
I haven't even been able to say it. All I can do is go. Scatman,
the beat is one of the things that's very cool about the Scatman's music. It's that high-tech, high-energy. Do you do any ballads, any slow songs on your album? Or is it pretty much just let's get up and dance?
I'm not a ballad singer.
Oh, you sound great on Chestnut.
Well, I can, not many ballads, no. We put out a song called Song of Scatland in Germany, and it was slow, and it was a song that talked all about Scatland. Scatland is that secret and magical place in everyone's heart where there's peace and happiness, where you trust everyone. There isn't any hate and all that. And I tried to introduce that concept in that song. The first single talked about Scatman. The second single talked about Scatman's world.
Yeah.
The third single tried to describe Scatman's world. And I got kids emailing me about where is Scatland, what is Scatland, and I tell them that Scatland is between your deepest dreams and your warmest wishes. And and it's in your heart. All you got to do is try to love a little bit.
Yeah, baby. Scatman John's with us. We got to take a little break, but we're going to be right back.
All right.
It's Oz World Radio's Hollywood Live from the Museum of Television and Radio in Beverly Hills. Hi,
Hollywood Live.
Scatman John is in the house. Yeah. Hey, this is funny. We were just talking about Elton John backstage, and now he's playing a song. So there we go.
A song?
There
wow.
are no coincidences.
Wow. So you're working on the third album now and putting together a whole bunch of cool new grooves. We just have to wait until that album's out to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about it. All I can say is that one more times it's very positive. I can't put out anything negative. I got to put out all something that points towards the solution rather than the problem.
Yeah,
because everybody knows it's turbulent out there. You know. Tis the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, those feelings come up, huh, kids?
Yeah, both good and bad, for a lot of people.
All of it, sure.
Yeah.
All of it. I like all of it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
It's great.
Okay, we were talking about Scatland and where in the world Scatman's world is. Can we play the song?
You bet your life.
The Scatman on Hollywood Live. It's Oz World Radio.
Ding dong dong ding dong dong ding ding dong dong Scatman's World.
I'm calling out to Scatman's World. If you want to break free, you better listen to me. You've got to learn how to see in your fantasy. I'm calling out to Scatman. I'm calling out to Scatman's World. If you want to break free, you better listen to me. You've got to learn how to see in your fantasy.
Everybody's talking something very shocking just to keep on blocking what they're feeling inside. But listen to me, brother, you just keep on walking. Cause you and me and sister ain't got nothing to hide. The scat man, fat man, black and white and brown man, tell me about the color of your soul. If part of your solution isn't ending the pollution, then I don't want to hear your stories told. I want to welcome you to Scatman's World. Everybody's born to compete as he chooses. But how can someone win if winning means that someone loses? I sit and see and wonder what it's like to be in touch. No wonder all my brothers and my sisters need a crush. I want to be a human being, not a human doing. I couldn't keep that pace up if I tried. Because of my intention really isn't crime prevention. My intention is prevention of the lie. Yeah, welcome to the Scatman's World.
How do you do that?
Well, I'm not exactly in top voice today, but that's all right. You've got to fake it to make it, I understand. I don't...
How long did it take you? You've got, is it 2 albums? Well, yeah, you're working on the third. How long does it take to record a whole album of Scatman?
The first album was made in 22 days. The third album took about 4 months. There was such enormous pressure after the first album, because it sold like 10 million albums and singles all over. And so all of a sudden everybody became a Scatman expert. And everybody had to put their input into the second album. And it was like everybody got their souls broken trying to make this second album. And I got angry. They were all in the studio when we were trying to make the second album, and I just told them, will you guys get out of here? Let us make the music, please? You know?
Like, why the first one sell in the first place?
Nobody cared about the first one, and it blossomed.
22 days, though.
Yeah, about 22 days, yeah.
My goodness.
That's unbelievable.
We whipped that album out because it flowed.
Yeah.
It just came out, yeah.
That's amazing.
They would create a track. I would put words to it. Beautiful. The actual recording took about 22 days. Now, the mixing and all of that of course, takes time. But to actually put the album down, yeah, it was quick.
Man.
Because it was natural.
Well, you being a jazz guy now, you're talking about the new album. You think there's a musical direction you might take, not Scatman style? I think you mentioned jazz a few minutes ago as being a possibility.
Japan has been asking me for some time that as soon as Scatman, the pop star, slows down there, they want to put me out as the jazz artist I am. I got to tell you, kids, I've only been a pop star for 3 years, and I became a pop star at 52. Guess what I was doing in my early years? Man, I was playing piano. I was into John Coltrane, Miles Davis, all of these people. I also sing, too. I sing the standards, and I might put out an album of standards. Who knows? Who knows where this can lead to?
Yeah, we understand that Rita wants to sing with you, too.
Oh, I heard she sings. My wife and I have asked her to come over. She wants to sing... Once I was a sentimental thing. Do you remember that song? I threw away my heart each spring. I don't know if I can play all of it. Now a spring romance hasn't got a chance. Oh, well, anyhow.
Isn't it funny? Every singer, Rita's just figuring out if that's her proper key. It's funny how that works.
Wow. Well, it sounds like you do a lot of traveling. What country do you play in the most?
Let's see. I just got back from the Baltic countries. Before that, I was into Tokyo. I went to Tokyo about 7 times last year. Wow. It slowed down somewhat, and I'm very grateful because I got to a point that they were laying 18-hour days on me, 7 days per week, and yeah, I had to grow up real fast. I had to learn to say no. What part of the word no do you not understand? You know, it's important stuff. You do have to take care of yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, here we are sitting in front of the Korg SG-1D Digital Grand. It's a Bosendorfer that they sampled, by the way.
Bosendorfer?
Yes,
Bosendorfer. Oh, God.
Have you ever walked into a club, you had to play a gig, and you used their piano? What's the worst horrifying piano you've ever had to play?
Out of tune grand pianos with keys out. It's terrible. I carry a keyboard wherever I'm at now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been spoiled. I have a brand new Yamaha Grand, and it's like kissing the heart of God, man, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, those low keys, the low notes.
They're beautiful. They boom out. It's wonderful, yeah.
Is that a full-size one? One of the big, long, 9-foot babies?
This is a 6 foot 9 keyboard. This is wonderful. I have my quintet over on Sundays, and we blow straight ahead stuff, man. It's so good. It's so good. I'm a happy person.
That's good. I can't wait till this album comes out. This is gonna be cool.
It is. We're looking real forward to it. I think it's going to open some ears here, because we've had to put out heavy beats on it. It's like we really turned
I was wondering, what's the difference between an American beat and like
You hear all kinds of stories, huh? I don't know. I hear heartbeats over in Europe, and I come over here, and I understand that our beats are going over there, and these beats are going over there. I don't think anyone actually has a handle on it. All I know is we're gonna put out some really heavy stuff now. Yeah, man.
Scatman, we're running out of time for you, buddy.
Oh, Bruce, pleasure to be here, sir.
Oh,
pleasure to be here again.
And us too. Thank you, by the way, for playing for us as
You
well.
bet your life. You bet your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scatman John. Okay, now here we go, folks. The song that started it all on Osworld Radio as well as around the world. Give it up for Scatman John and the Scatman on Osworld Radio. How does he do that? We got to take a break. You are 3 minutes away from the next chance to win right here on Oz.
Yep.
World Radio.
Wild. Yikes, look at this giant door.
From out of a haunted graveyard and cave.
Are you coming out?
The squeaky